Hello friends. Welcome to Daily Flow Yoga and Meditation. My name is James. Our theme for this week is the power of joy. And so with that in mind, we're going to spend a little time on some heart openers and a little core work to balance that out. I always think it's important in doing back bends that you counter that with something that's a little more core focused. So we'll try to weave them both together. Make your way to your mat. We'll begin this week in Supta Baddha Konasana. So that's a long word, right? Supta just means reclined or supine. Baddha Konasana describes the shape of my legs with the soles of my feet together and my knees splayed wide. Start to arrive more fully on the mat. You take a second and wrap those shoulder blades under. Give yourself permission to put the world on pause for a few minutes. If this is a little bit intense on your hips, you can set something like blocks outside of your thighs, or you can find Shavasana with your legs reaching long. Start to come into a deeper awareness of your breath. Place one hand on the belly and the other on your heart, and observe the gentle rise and fall of the breath. Observe also that there is an experience of the breath in the back space, in the spaces which are connected to the floor or the mat. We'll begin by taking 3 extended rounds of breath together, inhaling through your nose, nice full expansive inhale, sigh through an open mouth. Twice more, deep inhale. Sigh it out. Once more, deep inhale. This time at the top, sip in a little more air. And another little sip. Hold. And release. Plant your feet flat on the floor and bring your heels so that your fingertips can brush them. Now lift your 10 toes and set them down one at a time. Plant your arms beside you on the mat. Now take your attention to the pubic bone, the very front of the pelvis, and very slowly start to press down through the feet and curl that pubic bone towards the heart. See if you can find each vertebra on the mat, lifting one at a time. And then when you arrive at the top, pause. Find that anchoring down through the 4 corners of the feet. If you'd like, you can interlace the fingers underneath you. Interlacing the fingers helps you to walk the shoulder blades a bit closer together, finding a big heart opening. 3, inhaling. Exhaling. Release the fingers if you have them. As you inhale, lift a little bit higher through the hips. As you exhale, come back down the way you came. Take your time. It might not neatly line up with the length of your exhale, but see if you can press each vertebra into the mat one at a time, like cogs in a gear. And the last thing is to uncurl the tailbone. Hug the knees into your chest and make little circles one way, then the other. Keep the right knee in close and set the left foot down. Cross the right ankle of the left knee. Coming into a supine pigeon. You can stay like this, or you can thread the needle, wrapping your fingers around either the hamstring like I have, or the shin. Wherever you are, use that right elbow to guide the right thigh a little further up. And then use the hands around the left leg to anchor the low back down. It should be a big, deep hip opener through that right hip space in the right IT band or outer thigh. Inhaling and exhaling. Inhale once more. Exhale. Release that. Keep the ankle crossed though, and then just let your legs, this whole little structure, fall over to the left. So a nice easy twist. You can take your arms into a T shape. I like this variation of a supine twist. It's not super deep, but it helps keep getting into this hip flexor space, which on me at least is always tight. And then on your next inhale, come back up to the center, untangle yourself. Take your feet wide and windshield wiper the legs, left and right. Coming back to the center, we'll go into that bridge again. So heels nice and close, so the fingertips brush them, press down through the four corners of the feet, very slowly lifting up through each vertebra. Really take your time. You might notice I'm moving very slowly. And then once you've arrived at the top, you can interlace the fingers, walk those shoulder blades together, big heart opener. Inhale, exhale. Inhale, lift the hips a little bit higher, untangle the hands. Exhale, lower down the way you came. Maybe you concentrate on having an extended exhale, or maybe it takes you more than one breath to come down. Once you've arrived here, give the knees a little hug, make your circles one way and the other, and then set the right foot down, cross the left ankle with the right knee for your supine pigeon. You can stay like this, or thread the needle, holding either the hamstring or the shin. That shin's going to be a little bit of a deeper stretch just because it's further away. And use that left elbow to guide the left hip out. I'm actively flexing both of my feet. For me, that feels really good, but you might prefer to flex or rather to point your toes. Whatever choice you make it a choice. So don't let your feet just sort of hang there. Make them active. One more inhale. Exhale, go ahead and set that right foot down, and then let this whole structure sort of fall over to the right. Arms can be in a T shape or cactus. Feel the floor rising to meet the right shoulder blade, helping to guide the heart towards the ceiling. One last exhale. And then bring all of that back to the center, untangle it, make your little circles. We'll go a little more quickly through that sequence one more time. Plant the feet, arms along the side. This time we will be one breath, one movement. So use the full inhale to curl up. And then use the full exhale to roll down. Tuck the knees in, inhale. Exhale, set the right foot down, cross the left foot over. Inhale here. And if you're coming deeper, exhale, interlace the fingers. One round of breath here, inhaling. So we'll do that circuit, that whole sequence, one more time. This time it'll be one breath per movement, so it will move a little more quickly, starting to build a little bit of heat or tapas in the body. Coming down to your back, plant the four corners of the feet, wrap the shoulder blades under. As you inhale, roll up into your spine, into your bridge. Exhale, lower down. Inhale, hug the knees. This time maybe forehead can tap the knees. As you exhale, set the left foot down, cross the right ankle over. Inhale here. Exhale, thread the knee. Inhale. Exhale, and you release and let everything fall over to the side all at once. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale, come back up to center, untangle the legs. Exhale, squeeze everything in. Exhale, set the feet down. Inhale, roll up into your bridge. Exhale, lower back down. Now give the knees a squeeze. Exhale, set the right foot down across the left leg up. Inhale. Maybe exhale, keep everything lifted. Inhale. Exhale, release whatever binding you have and let everything fall to the right. Yes. Now untangle all of that, bring it back to the center. This time make little circles in each hip independently of the other. Cross the ankles, roll yourself up to sit. So we're going to counteract all of that back bending with a little bit of boat pose, which is a deep core exercise. If you've never done boat, or if it just seems a little intense, I'll give you some options along the way. We can all start by sitting up nice and tall. Find your sits bones on the mat and give the knees a little hug to puff your chest up. Then take your fingers right at the knee creases. Again, wrap those shoulder blades under, feel your nice open heart. And then just start to tilt back a little bit. For some folks, staying right here is going to be exactly perfect. Or you might just come to the toes. So my toes are very light here. Or you might float the shins so they're parallel to the mat. Or you might extend. Any of these options, you might release your hands to the front or float them up overhead. Inhale here. Exhale. Find a nice soft gaze off into the distance, beyond your toes, beyond your legs. Soften your jaw. Soften your breath. Inhale. Exhale. Release. Set that all down. Good. So you can repeat any of those variations. We'll do 2 more rounds, but this time I'll give you the option to lower into a half boat, which in Pilates circles or in some fitness circles is called a hollow body hold, where only your low back is on the mat, but your shoulder blades and heels hover. So again, take what you need, leave the rest, as always. We start where we started. Find the backs of the knees, wrap the shoulders under, lift the heart. Begin to tilt back. Whatever variation you took is just perfect. Inhale here. As you exhale, lower down slowly. Find that half boat. Inhale. Exhale. Back to your boat. Inhale, lower. Exhale, lift. Once more. Inhale, lower. Exhale, lift. And stay. 4, 3, 2, let it go. So if that seemed a little bit intense, you're right. You can choose instead, if you'd like, if your feet are down in particular, to make it essentially a sit-up, where you lower and lift with your breath, or you can just practice getting a little more comfortable with boat, while the rest of us torture ourselves. So the third and final round. Boat expression of your choice. Come into it. Inhale. Exhale, forward. Inhale. Exhale, whoa, lift. Hard for me too. Inhale. Exhale, lower. Inhale. Inhale. Exhale. Last time. Inhale. Oh, hold it. 5, 4, 3, 2, let it go. Let's have a little bit of a stretch to finish up. We'll take a happy baby pose, so make your way onto your back. Once again, make little circles one way and the other. And then draw your knees towards your armpits. I'm going to choose to flex my feet here. Again, if you want to point them, you can. I think flex is a little stronger choice here, but that's up to you. You can keep holding the shins like I'm doing. You can find the ankles, the blade edges of the feet, or you can wrap your peace fingers around the big toes. Whatever you're doing, notice if you want to curl that low back up, and see if you can use your arms to help pull the femurs into their hip sockets. Wrap the shoulder blades under, and maybe rock your baby a little bit. Release all of that, gather the knees in. One last little hug. Maybe tap the forehead to the knees. And then let all of that go. Let's end with a constructive rest. On your back, feet about as wide as the mat, knees knocked into the middle. It's a nice little low back release. Breathe. Spend as much time in your rest as you like. And when you're ready, just press gently through the left foot, rolling onto your right side, in a little fetal position, and then make your way to any comfortable seat. The light that is in me bows to and honors the light that is in you. Now go find some joy. Namaste. If you enjoyed this, please be sure to like, share, and follow dailyflow.yoga.